Ladies, you told the men to stay away and now you are surprised that they listened? Hi guys, today we're gonna be looking at why men stopped approaching and why some women are finally noticing it.
We'll be at a function like this. I'm talking about overly loaded and niggas still won't walk up and talk to nobody. Like, what the fuck you? Oh shit, he giving me a tripod, y'all. Like, what the fuck you came here for? Just not to talk to nobody?
Let's stop acting surprised that they are not approaching anymore. I mean, you literally told men to leave you alone, and they did. They did.
Okay, can we like really talk about for like 1 minute, like why are men not approaching women in the bars anymore? Like, are you guys really that scared? Because we strictly go to the bars because we literally want to be approached. Like, I'm not there just to like hang out with my friends.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yes, I want to see my friends, but like I am also there because I want to talk to
Interesting.
people. I feel like the whole like, oh, I've been rejected once and like now I'm terrified.
Yeah,
is crazy.
That's what we all effing say, and I'm like,
Oh.
okay, fine. Then you're never gonna like meet your wife.
We're generalizing.
Like, just try.
Like, have
like,
them being single,
have you guys not been rejected by other things in your life, like a job or whatever, like school?
and you keep applying. Like hello.
Like, we're not gonna bite. Like, we want to be approached and we want to talk to you. Like, just read the room.
You're gonna find the right girls that are either yes, I'll entertain you for the night, or I'll go out on a date with you, or I'll fucking marry you. Like
Literally.
at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. It's just like fucking make a move, and who gives a fucking shit?
Because you're
Like,
always
you
gonna be in the
can
same
lie.
spot.
Why are we speaking
I
like
also
this?
feel like you guys have to remember, like, all girls, all they want is to be in a relationship or to be married. Like,
Can we
that's
stop
like
generalizing?
a lot of girls' goals. So it's like, you can, like, if you're approaching the wrong girl, then yeah, she's probably gonna reject you. And like, I'm sorry if it's in a mean way, but
How
like,
do they know?
at the same time, it's like, know what you're approaching and know what your league is in order to approach, and then make sure
There's
that
a
you guys,
league.
like, she's looking at you or something. Don't just like cold approach her. Then you might get rejected. But like, just remember that girls want to be approached.
Interesting that you literally say one thing, but at the same time you are generalizing. You have this kind of attitude and voice like, oh my god, why don't you do it? Like, annoying. I am sorry, that is annoying. You are not being truthful here. Men are already annoyed by the voice that you are making and the way you are speaking and acting, let alone generalizing all men. Like, approach me, why don't you approach me? Women want to be approached, but what do men want? How about men? What do they want? Did we talk about that? Can we be empathetic in any kind of way here? It's not only about being rejected. It's about being rejected live on TikTok. That's the difference.
She says no. No, sorry, I'm not interested. What's the worst case scenario
What do you think?
at that point?
Losing a job.
What happens? What happens? Do you shrink an inch? Do you lose? Like, does your hairline
Losing a job.
recede an inch? Does money like fall out of your bank account? What happens? Please. So I have minus 1,000 aura. No, that's not a thing. The aura is lost, okay? And if she says yes, how much aura is gained? Please. You'd rather hold your dignity? You ain't holding no lady in your bed because you scared you holding your dignity because you ain't getting no play if you not approaching nobody.
Interesting. It is so interesting that in order to be with a woman, you have to be ready to simp and get rid of your dignity. What dignity? You need to be ready to get ashamed and shamed over and over again in order to have a woman in your bed. See, like, that's the approach and that's the attitude. Instead of easing it up and understanding why, they are now blaming the men and making it all about the men being the ones who decided out of nowhere, by the way, to stop approaching. No, sweetie, it's not just make a move. It's not like, hey, men, make a move. They did many moves. And believe me, men did not disappear. They just adapted to the situation. They learned. Men learn, by the way. They do learn from lessons. And here we go. Now we see the outcome.
Just say have a nice day with a smile and walk off. Thank you, Sancho. Yes.
So she is literally live streaming on
Exactly.
TikTok and
If you're a shy
Yeah.
man and you feel like it is blocking you when it comes to dating, this mindset shift that I'm about to share is going to change
see,
everything.
I
for
love
you.
this. So
So at the
far, I
moment,
love this.
You're shy and then you're judging yourself for being shy, and then you're hating yourself for judging yourself for being shy. We want to stop this because it's a downward spiral. I no longer want you to think that you need to change this about yourself to be successful with women. I want you to own the fact that you're shy, own this insecurity. So be confident in the fact that you're shy. And what this can look like is you going up to a woman and even saying, hey, I'm a little bit nervous, or I'm a little bit shy, I don't usually do this. And I promise you, she will find it endearing, because women can still find the shy guy very, very attractive.
Yes,
in fact,
that's so true.
Some of the guys that I've had the biggest crushes on have been very shy the first couple of times that I've met them.
That is so true. And I love her approach. I love her calm voice and how she is actually trying to help men out there, giving them advice how to overcome something without trying to change them. I love it. The only thing is that it still doesn't mean that a lot of men will be ready to approach women because they are shy, and that they are already in a situations where gonna let the woman know that they are shy. So some women will take that and use it against them. So it definitely makes it harder for them to approach a woman. They need to be ready for both outcomes. Yes, some women will find it endearing, while other women are gonna use it and abuse it.
So why are men afraid to approach women these days? Just look at the world that men have to exist in. If a guy mentions how nice you look, it's sexual harassment. But if he keeps quiet, it's male indifference. If he buys you flowers, he's after something. If he doesn't, he's not thoughtful. If he's proud of his achievements, he's full of himself. If he isn't, he's not ambitious. If he tries to keep himself in shape, he's vain. If he doesn't, he's a slob. If he puts a woman on a pedestal and tries to protect her from the rat race, he's a male chauvinist. If he stays at home and does housework, he's a pansy. If he lets himself be vulnerable, he's a wimp.
They can't
if
win.
he doesn't, he's insensitive. If he pursues you too much, you feel like he's stalking. If he doesn't, he lacks self-confidence. You wonder why most guys feel awkward, anxious, and downright frightened when they have to approach a woman they're interested in.
I do dislike the fact that she's like lip syncing it with some text and a voiceover. It does sound a bit ingenuine, and it was difficult for me to keep up with it because my focus was like, where did it go? So yeah, but I completely understand, and I completely agree with everything that has been said.
If you ask me out and you're a millionaire, I'll say yes.
If they're not a millionaire?
Then we can be friends. If he doesn't own a house that's over $7 million, I won't date him. I just have, goals and expectations and boundaries, and this is what I strive for.
What are the other criteria that you're looking for in a guy?
I want someone that's successful,
Sure.
motivated, influential,
Okay.
good values.
Minimum height?
Actually, I'm okay with the guy being short as long as he's rich.
She's actually even ready for him to be whatever, as long as he's a human, okay? She will date a human being as long as he is rich. Like, how disgusting is that, by the way?
This is still catching up. Did you want Santa Claus to come down your chimney too?
You want Santa Claus? She would date Santa Claus too for the gifts. Free gifts every year. Actually, she would try to make it every day, every hour of the day, because she deserves it. You know what dating has become nowadays? It honestly became like an interview with no salary. Like, you find a job, you do the job, and you get nothing in return. Maybe something. Rarely something. If you know what I mean.
You're painfully shy and your guy friends keep telling you, just go up and talk to that girl. Don't be a pussy. That's the worst advice. They think that, you just need to keep doing it and then over time you'll get over it. Yeah, that's normal.
No,
but if you are a painfully shy person, that is like death to you, because I was painfully shy and I couldn't even ask the waiter for fucking ketchup. I used to have other people order for me. That's how shy. So just to let you know, the reason why you're shy is because something happened to you in your past that is making you shy. You weren't just born being shy. Something happened, and then your body goes into survival mode. It brings fear up whenever you're about to do that action again. They think is threatening. So that's why you get this irrational fear. Because you don't even remember what caused it. It's a memory from when you were probably younger, maybe a rejection when you were younger. It could just be like you talked to a girl when you were younger and it went bad or whatever. It could be something you don't even fucking remember. And it's just causing irrational fear. For me, mine was I was raising my hand in class and got the answer wrong and some guy made fun of me. And I was like, all right, I'm never fucking talking again. But when I went back to the memory and released it, I was completely confident. I could film in front of a bunch of people and I wasn't shy anymore. Before, that would have been death to me. I would have rather jumped off the side of a building and free fall than talk in front of 4 people. So I'm just saying, don't listen to poor advice. Yeah, no. If you release those blocks, you'll just be naturally confident. You don't have to fight against it and go through the pain of it. Don't be hard on yourself. There's nothing wrong with you. There's just something you need to release. If you want to learn how to release this, I have courses that help with.
I knew it. I knew it's coming. And like you had to like not even wear a shirt, pump those up and sell your course that way. Pretending to be shy to this level of confidence, by the way, we're villainizing being shy and we need to cure it. We have a problem and we need to fix it. And shy people should not exist on this earth. And there is a shame of being shy and it's a bad thing. Only confident people who are not shy can succeed in the world and be this sexy, hot, and beautiful. I don't get it. What are you selling here? Like, you really want to change people. There are shy people and there are people who are not shy, all right? I don't think it has as much to do with confidence in itself. It's just the way people behave. It's just the way people are maybe raised, as you said, but it doesn't mean that shyness came out of bullying. There could be shyness out of respect towards other people. I remember growing up, I was always shy in front of other men because I learned throughout my culture that I need to keep my eyes down and to keep being respectful towards other people, especially men, because if I don't do that, I'm sending wrong signals or I am disrespecting others or I'm not loyal and stuff like that. And I know it could be wrong. It could be completely wrong, but it's something I learned throughout my culture. And it kept the shyness in me. And now when I am talking to people, I am more respectful. And I don't think there is anything wrong with me when it comes to that. I actually admire it.
You can't afford to take me on a date. If you can't afford to court me, you probably should not be dating.
What's the future?
Yeah, what's the future for us? And it's not to say you're not an amazing person.
No future, no money, no future.
Going on a date, it costs money. Dating, having a girlfriend,
leaving your house costs money.
Yes, leaving your house, $35.99.
Staying in your house costs money.
Yes, okay? So it's just like, honestly, if you do not have the means, baby, you should not be dating.
Okay, but like, what about existing, breathing, and living? That costs money too. Maybe breathing not, but if you want to breathe for really long, for a couple of years in your life, then it will cost you some money. Does the man have to do that? Is your whole existence based on a man doing that for you? So women are not capable of existing on earth without a man paying for it. Interesting.
Option between a guy that makes $30K a month and like a regular.
I would not date anybody that makes less than $5 million a year.
$5 million a year.
And I'm saying like truly like pursue.
Poor guy.
You know, like I'm down to have a conversation with
year.
someone that makes
He
30K
has no
a month.
Chance.
You know, because I think charity is really important. But to pursue a man, $5 million at least.
Okay. That's very.
Like starting, it's not, and don't look at me like that because you know how many people, I'm saying scale it to the world. I speak 4 languages. You know how easy it is for me to find a man that makes $5 million a year?
Wait, I speak 4 languages too. Where are those men?
Rian, I do see you dating a chocolate NBA or Lakers player. I do see it. You have everything that they want in a woman: the ass, the face, the voice. I mean, you look like a sports mom. You got a son. Woman? You're like that boy mom, that hip, cool, sexy mom. That's gonna be. What happened to her? Did they take her already? They gave you $5 million a year? Look, she disappeared. They took us. They took Rian from us. She left.
She left. Yeah, they snatched her. They heard she's single and looking. They immediately went for the opportunity and took her away. Damn, guys. I'm sorry, the $5 million a year, you had your chance, you just lost it. Bro, this woman was looking for an investor. She wasn't even looking for a boyfriend or dating. She was like, investment. That's what we're working on. 5 million a year.
That's why men aren't approaching women in 2025. For one, low testosterone levels.
God.
Men's testosterone levels are the lowest they've ever
Oh my God. What? I can't watch it. I can't. I just can't. Oh, what is it? Why are we bouncing them? Why are we like sitting and just like, why are we doing that while we are talking naturally? I understand they bounce naturally when you are speaking and moving, but this is deliberate. You can clearly see it's deliberate. And my attention, I'm a woman and I still cannot focus. Okay, so I'm not blaming you. I know exactly what you're going through. I empathize with you. Let's try again, all right? Let's try to listen and read, not watch or whatever.
That's why men aren't approaching women in 2025. For one, low testosterone levels. Men's testosterone levels are the lowest they've ever been because of diet, exercise, all these factors, not living healthy lifestyles. And testosterone is what gets men
is there a man below her
to go and ask a girl out. Is
she double working here, multitasking?
Way too easy for men to think that they have access to women. It gives them this like false hope, and it makes it so easy for them to just go on their phone and take the easy way out. Is consuming too much online adult content. It is getting really scary when men just go on their phones and can instantly have access to all sorts of material. Why would they even go out and court a girl if they don't need to? Girls do not make this any easier. Girls are not approachable. Men are terrified of being called creeps or making a girl uncomfortable, so a lot of them just don't do it.
Listen, girl, woman, you do you, boo. Whatever gets you those views and likes, whatever links to your OnlyFans, you do you. It's fine. It's fine. If this is the way, this is the way. Okay, I'm sorry, but it's not my way. I can't.
Why high value men are not approaching you? It's not because they don't exist. It's because women scared them all away. All I see on social media is men being canceled and scrutinized just for being men. We have literally embarrassed, belittled, and threatened men just for trying to approach us women. I understand there are some horror stories out there.
I'm so glad to see more women
can
like
be just as guilty.
her,
all the high value men
like
are
me.
doing the same thing us women do on a daily basis. Like go to the gym, go to work, get coffee, go to the grocery store. The problem is that women have become so cold and out of touch with our feminine energy that men are literally horrified of being that guy or getting canceled and trashed on. Most of them have just completely backed off because we women have been screaming at them not to come talk to us. We have to take accountability for our action and behavior as women and stop making men look like monsters and start embodying our feminine energy to be more warm and inviting for the right man to swoop you off your feet.
Completely agree. And I'm genuinely so happy to see that there are more women out there on social media preaching this, talking about it, and letting other women know that it is because of them that these consequences now exist. And it is because of them that men don't approach women anymore. And let's be clear, men are not scared of women. No, they're definitely not scared of women. They're just scared of the consequences that comes with approaching a woman. The shame that they are going to be bringing on social media, that they are going to blast them out there, and that they might even lose their jobs. That is what terrifies men, not women.
Women always ask me, what happened to men today? Great question. What started out as a good thing, encouraging men to respect women, has swung way too far in the opposite direction. Now, a lot of men are terrified of women, so they wait for perfect conditions before making a move. But courage
they're terrified of the
doesn't exist without risk, and women can't respect men who don't risk anything.
You are saying about risking anything. You are taking it so lightly and rightfully as if a job is anything. And risking a job, risking your future, risking your name, risking your image for the rest of your life is nothing. An evil woman who would actually use the opportunity to ruin a man's life will do it easily if the man gives her that opportunity. And that is the problem. We're not talking about women who respect men. We're not talking about women who would never harm someone else, a man, a woman, an animal. No, we're talking about the evilness in this world that does exist. And there are people like that, and there are women like that. So let's not take that away. from the equation.
So as a man, if you want to be seen as confident, you've got to be willing to look stupid, to get rejected, to be misunderstood. So start by taking small risks. Approach women when you're out and about.
So approaching a woman is stupid.
You'd be surprised how fast it'll work, because women nowadays, they're not turned off by that kind of effort. They're starving for it.
They are starving for that effort. And we all know why they are starving for that effort. Because for the longest time ever, they have been enjoying making other men look stupid. They were enjoying the chase, the cravings. And now that they are gone, now they are the ones craving it again. Now they are the ones who are starving. I don't want that anymore. I am actually really happy that that doesn't exist anymore, because these women should not be approached by men saying that you need to be ready to look stupid. See, what does that even mean? Approaching a woman and asking her out or asking for like a drink or something is being stupid. You already let them know what you think about them. So why would they even try? Like, why is that even stupid? Can we talk more about that?
Scared of me. The amount of men that have told me they're intimidated by me is insane.
Out of their league.
I will go on a night out and not one person will come up to me. I've even had guys go for my friend and turn to me and be like, I just know not to play with you. And I've asked them why. They're like, oh, your confidence, your aura, your posture, the way that you walk into a room. I just know that you
don't
really
don't
play about yourself. A lot of men have told me that they're scared of being rejected by me. If you're not getting approached at the bar, stop thinking that like you're not looking tea, you're not doing the right thing. Men are not approaching you because they know you are out of their...
No, they are not approaching you because your aura that you were talking about is inapproachable. See, like, you could think that that is confidence, that is an image that you have created, but the image you have created does come with consequences. Men like to hang out with other women, believe it or not. As long as they are fun, approachable, easy to talk to, there is no problem there. But once you have this aura and this attitude and you think you rule the room and everyone should approach you and everyone should talk to you because you're that queen. See, they notice, they sniff it, they know it, they see it, and they don't want to bother because they don't care about that. They don't want to. They say you're out of their league just because they don't want to bother. And I completely understand.
Question for the men. Why is it that nowadays men don't approach women anymore? Because I feel like back in the day, like 90s,
how do you feel? Like you were not living back in the day. It was so common for men to walk up to women, strike up a conversation, and just see where things go, you know? Were you dating back then and nowadays?
I don't see that happening anymore. Men, what made you stop approaching women?
Men, what made you stop approaching women? So that is the question of today's video, actually. And I think it's because the rules have changed. Women have changed as well, hence men have changed. It's different times, different rules, and different outcome. Men just don't like the rules anymore. They just stopped playing with these rules. They would rather not to bother playing anymore. And I completely understand. So if you do want to change other people around you, you need to start from within. You need to start with yourself. And if you think that men are not approaching women anymore, maybe the question should be why in the case of women. Why women made men stop approaching them? Why women and their behavior or what they have to say or the consequences they would give by recording these men, by making them lose their job, by doing this and that, made men approach them less. Maybe even the question should be what women need to do for men to approach them again. And I think that is the most appropriate question. We are always comparing men back in the day. Men back in the day used to do this. Men back in the day used to do that. What did women back in the day used to do? How did women treat men back in the day? What were they ready to become as a housewife, a mother to their children, a working woman while also raising children and being? What were they ready to do? What women were ready to do to have a husband? And how many of those women sought divorces? How many of them sought alimony and didn't stick with the man? You just can look one generation behind and look at your own parents. Sometimes you would think they didn't have the best marriages. Sometimes maybe divorce was a question, but it never happened. They stuck together. So it's not just your case or some case. the majority of the cases were like that. While now the majority of the cases or the majority of marriages end up in divorces. So yeah, the rules have changed, so men stopped playing. All right, guys, we can talk more about it, and we do on this channel all the time. So if you like this type of content and you want to check more, then make sure to check some of my older videos or subscribe for newer ones. And like this video so I know that you like this topic and you want to talk more. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with me or not, and see you next time. Bye.